Ground Zero is a program where we bring up topical issues in the polity, and of course, with guest in-house analysts and you, the listener and viewer, we try our very best to make sense out of it. And Ground Zero is a program that is streaming live on multi-platform. You can watch us on Procyon Radio. You can listen to us on Procyon Radio, watch us on Procyon TV, and of course also listen to us on Invicta 98.9 FM. And for those that love the social media, just jump onto the YouTube and look for @Procyon RTV, and you watch us live. You'll have the opportunity of commenting and contributing to the program via several platforms. On YouTube, just go to @Procyon RTV. Click on it, like us, subscribe to us, and of course, drop your comments on the live program because we are live there. Same thing goes for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and not forgetting Thread. All platforms, you get to see us and you get to hear us do what we do. On the program today, we'll be talking about this very topical issue. When I call it topical, it is topical in its true sense because it is something that concerns every Nigerian, especially if you are one that cares to know how you can live a better quality of life. All right? We are talking about palliatives. Aha! When Nigerians hear palliative, I know all of their antennas will just go up. Yes, the President Bola Tinubu has promised and is in the process of doing some palliatives for Nigerians. And of course, Nigerians are reacting. That is the major thing that we'll be discussing today, as the federal government is to transfer 8,000 naira to 12 million poor households for 6 months. And of course, that is going on a rider that 500 billion subsidy. Workers, experts rejecting Tinubu's 8,000 monthly for 12 million households. And finally, another rider to that we have, Atiku's aid says Tinubu's palliative of 53 naira per day is an avenue to divert public funds. That he has done the breakdown of the 8,000 naira for 8 million Nigerians for that number of days, and has come down to the reality that it boils down to 53 naira per day. Well, that is from his calculation. But we'll come and look at it in its true sense and see how we'll make sense out of it. Already seated with me in the studio, I have 3 guests. First, I have Samuel Yohana. He is a politician and, of course, a public affairs analyst. Samuel Yohana, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Good evening, Mr. EHIS.
I also have with me in the studio Femi Oyelola. He is the correspondent. He does not want me to call him the weekend editor of People's Daily. Femi, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. EHIS.
I also have with me in the studio a social rights activist in the person of Nasir Jagaba. Nasir Jagaba, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mr. EHIS. I'm glad to be here this evening.
Your voice is quite low.
I say I'm glad to be here this evening. Thank you so much. You know, because of the rain and all that. I need a cup of a coffee.
Well, I'd love to do you that, but unfortunately, we don't bring liquids to the studio. All right. So that is that for the program. So on the program Ground Zero today, like I said, we will be looking at the palliative, and we'll be expecting everybody to call in and be part of it. Now, my name is EHIS AGBON, and like I told you, to get us, we are on multiple platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Just go look for the handle @Procyon RTV, and you'll be able to get us. Remember, too, that our app is already out and getting hotter by the passing day. And to download the Procyon Radio and TV app, you need to go to Google Play Store, search for Procyon Radio and TV, and download the app. The benefit of having the app is the fact that you can listen to us anywhere you are, wherever you are, because Procyon Radio is a 24/7 radio. Listen to us via our app, and also watch all the nice and lovely stuff that we have on Procyon TV, also on the app. And not forgetting too that you can read Procyon news content also on the app. It's a one-stop shop, complete package for all that you need to know. All right, and Our website is www.procyonnews.com, and that's the place where we expect you to be. Let me just give a little background in respect of this. President Bola Tinubu has disclosed a plan by the federal government to transfer 8,000 naira to 12 million poor households in Nigeria for a period of 6 months. Not 12 million people, 12 million households. That's what we are talking about. And we know that averagely in Nigeria, every household has more than 4 people. Okay, and this was contained in a letter the president wrote to the House of Representatives regarding the $800 million loan request of the Buhari administration for the Social Safety Net program. The president is asking for approval of the House to secure the loan. According to the president, the money transfer to poor household would have a multiplier effect on about 60 million individuals. For credibility, the president said the money will be transferred to the household digitally. Yeah, thank God, digitally, because I recall the other time we have people in the market dishing out cash, which we know what was the outcome of all of that.
Money, trader
money,
market money.
All of the monies. Then, okay, the former, if you recall, few weeks before the end of the tenure of the President Muhammadu Buhari, he had written to the Senate seeking approval to take a loan to the tune of $800 million from the World Bank to cushion the effect of subsidy removal. Of course, so many other things happen. Similarly, some Nigerians, including economic experts, civil servants, policy analysts, and members of the civil society, have cautioned President Bola Tinubu against using cash transfer model for 500 billion naira palliative aimed at cushioning the effect of fuel subsidy removal. Weighing in on the president's position, a professor of finance and capital market, Uche Uwaleke, urged the federal government to establish skills acquisition centers in local government councils across the country, saying this would create sustainable jobs across the country. He said, consistent with the principles of maximum social benefit in public expenditure, one way, in his view, to ensure this money reaches the grassroots is to divide it by 774, which translates to about 1.4 billion, and transfer this sum to each local government. I think it makes sense. Well, I'm just giving my one cover idea about it. Professor Uche Uwaleke further said that an optimal way to ameliorate suffering is via sustainable jobs. So this money can be utilized as initial capital to establish massive skills acquisition centers in every local government area. The construction of these centers will generate huge job opportunities in the local government areas and help to reverse the rural-urban migration. The management of the funds will be done by the communities themselves using traditional and religious institutions. In the same vein, an aide to Atiku Abubakar on public communication, Frank Shaibu, has described the President Bola Tinubu's latest plan to provide 8,000 naira to 12 million homes for 6 months as a suspected ploy to steal public fund. The so-called palliative that Shaibu seeks to share to the poor are just another avenue to divert public fund. Mr. Shaibu said in a statement where he also recounted that Mr. Tinubu removed fuel subsidy without proper planning. And it's Shaibu's breakdown that brought the amount to 53 naira per day.
Per household or per individual?
Per individual.
Okay.
That's true. That's less than the cost
of
a packet of whiskey.
Per household?
No, per individual.
Okay. Then in a particular household, how they arrive, how many people in a particular household?
Well, yes, thankfully, Femi
is,
is a member of the Kaduna Social